When I was in Indonesia, I climbed the slopes of Mount Lawu to see several temples such as Jethro Temple and Ketek Temple. I climbed to a height of 1,652 meters below sea level. The slopes of Mount Lawu hold many mysteries. The climbing route that I will discuss this time passes through the Jethro Temple Road. The Jethro Temple Road is one of the climbing route to the peak of Mount Lawu. The purpose of my climb was to see several temples at the slopes of Mount Lawu such as Jethro Temple, Ketek Temple, and others. The Jethro Temple Base Camp is a Hindu temple building located to the west of Mount Lawu. The location of the base camp is in Jethro Hamlet, Gumeng Village, Jenawi District, Karanganyar Regency. Climbing Mount Lawu via Jethro Temple. After passing through the entrance, I will explore the temple complex with a very impressive view, a magnificent temple building wrapped in the natural beauty of the mountain. Look for the Candi Ketek to start my climb immediately. After the temple complex, the road is solid ground, still feels sloping, and the view is a forest that is not too dense. After walking for about 70 minutes, I have arrived at post 1 called Bah Branti, a flat land area at an altitude of 1,600 meters above sea level. I will feel the mystical nuance that is present because of the presence of a large tree wrapped in fruits. I did not continue my journey to the top of Mount Lawu because my goal was only to see the Hindu temple heritage. Mount Lawu is one of the mountains that is very thick with the mystical nuances. The mountain that separates the province of Central Java and East Java is known as the Nail of Java. It is not surprising that the mountain that separates three regencies, Karanganyar Regency in Central Java, Ngawi and Magetan in East Java, still hold a million mysteries that have not been revealed in the midst of the modernization era. In addition, Mount Lawu also has a uniqueness that other mountains do not have. Mount Lawu is known to have many ancient buildings not only on the slopes of Lawu but also the peak of Lawu. Some of the findings include Suku Temple, Jethro Temple, Ketek Temple, and Plagatan Temple. Researchers say that Suku and Jethro Temple and Plagatan were once visited by the last king of Majapahit, Brawijaya V, who is believed to have moksha, disappear at the peak of Lawu. There are many relics that are thought to be from the ancient civilization era that have been found on Mount Lawu. It is even possible that it originated from several eras of great kingdom in Java. Ketek Temple, which is shaped like a pyramid, is located in Jethro Hamlet, Gumeng Village, Jenawi District, Karanganyar Regency, precisely northeast of Jethro Temple, and occupies land owned by Perum Perhutani. To reach this place, visitors must walk along a footpath for about 300 meters or for approximately 15-20 minutes. The footpath has not been paved but is still in the form of soil and crosses a small river that dries up during the dry season. Mount Lau not only has natural charm but also holds historical, religious, and spiritual cultural heritage values, namely Suku Temple and Chato Temple. In addition, there is also Ketek Temple, even though its location is not that far, only hundreds of meters from Chato Temple. It is said that because the place where the monkey gathered with Javanese is Ketek, this temple then bears the name Ketek Temple. The pyramid-shaped Ketek Temple is located in Chato Hamlet, Gumeng Village, Jenawi District, Karangaja Regency, precisely northeast of Chato Temple, and occupies land owned by Perhutani. To reach this place, visitor must walk along a footpath of about 300 meters or for approximately 15 to 20 minutes. The next story can be seen in my video about Chato Temple, Suku Temple, and Ketek Temple on the slopes of Mount Lau.